majority of those residents are Muslim. That's why Samajwadi Party leader reached there. But suddenly when they thought that Congress might take advantage of the situation, and suddenly when this mosque wall was demonstrated according to the law, according to the standing guideline by the Supreme Court, SP had a major problem with that. That report was given to the Chief Minister, and after that what happened, everyone knows about it. But what was going in the background is a big issue about it. Till 24th, the mining, there were n number of seizures which was happening in that locality, but after that 27th, when Durga Nagpal was suspended, there were only few people, only few dumpers which were seized, which clearly gives an indication that there was something wrong which was happening in that particular region. Although the Noida police, to save their face, they have arrested 15 dumper owners in this case, but who's the big man behind this thing? No one knows about it.
Well, absolutely, the smaller fish being caught there, but the bigger fish still scot-free. Well, this issue especially has highlighted the sand mining mafia in the country, and now the National Green Tribunal has expressed concerns. They have restrained the fact that no more such mining should be done without the clearance from the Environmental Department, the Environment Ministry. Now, NGT has issued notice to Chief Secretaries of all the states for August 14, saying the issue of illegal sand mining is of national importance. Let's now get you an update on what's really happening there in the state of West Bengal. A fresh case has been reported. A brave heart had to lay down his life just because he was trying to save two sisters from a heinous rape crime. Well, the spate of rape crimes in West Bengal has engulfed another brave heart who tried to save two young sisters from a brutal gang rape. But the casualty was a 22-year-old man who was shot dead by unidentified assailants in Burdwan when he tried to halt a rape attempt by the gang of 4 men Sunday morning. The sisters lodged a complaint at Katwa police station in Burdwan. The police has booked the miscreants under the charges of murder and attempt to rape, and also under provisions of the Arms Act. But no arrests so far have been made in the case, and the crime is a grim reminder of the killing of a schoolboy, Rajiv Das, in 2011 at Barasat when he resisted a gang who tried to molest his sister.
তারপরে আমরা ঘুমিয়েছিলাম, চারজনা ঢুকেছিল, যে আমরা ঘুমিয়েছিলাম যে আমাদের জাত ইজ্জত করেছে। তারপরে আমার ভাইটা বাড়িতে গিয়েছে, ওকে গুলি মেরেছে। যে আমার মারা চেঁচিয়ে বার হয়েছে, তখন ওরা সব পালিয়ে গিয়েছে।
বিনা ডকুমেন্টে জায়গায় কথা বলতে গিয়েছে, তখনই ভরান করে এখানে বুকে মেরে দিয়েছে। আর আমি জনা ধরে বেরিয়েছি, দিয়ে ধরতে পারিনি। চারজনা ছিল।
Some update now from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. A young girl who's aspiring to become something good in life, professional and educationally. Of course, she has been denied US visa just because she's someone who belongs to a family which had a militant background. Sufaira Nazir, a 15-year-old girl from central Kashmir's Bugdam district, could well miss her chance to avail a scholarship to US on an exchange program because her uncle had a militant background. Sufaira Nazir is among 40 students to have bagged a scholarship to participate in a year-long exchange program. She applied for a passport last year, after which she was selected for the program, but the request has been declined because her uncle is a surrendered militant. Ironically, the uncle has surrendered before the state authorities long ago.
कि मुझे मायूसी मुझे खुद पर है कि मैं वहाँ जा नहीं पाऊंगी। मुझे इस पर है कि यहाँ के लोग कितने बैकवर्ड है, कितनी यहाँ पर इनकी नैरो माइंडेडनेस है कि वो मुझे पासपोर्ट नहीं दे पा रहे हैं। वो मेरी लाइफ के बारे में नहीं सोचते हैं कि मेरा क्या होगा। उन्होंने मेरे अंकल को पकड़ लिया और वही वजह बना ली कि मैं वहाँ जा नहीं सकती।
जब वेरिफिकेशन इसकी हो गई तो हमें बताया गया, एट द लास्ट मोमेंट हमें बताया गया कि इसको एडवर्स रिपोर्ट आया है, क्योंकि इस बच्चे का जो अंकल है वो शायद उसकी एडवर्स रिपोर्ट आ गई है। इस बेचारी का अमेरिका जाना और वहाँ स्कॉलरशिप हासिल करके वहाँ पढ़ना ये पॉसिबल नहीं हुआ, जिसका हमें बहुत दुख है।
Well, on to some news relating to the top cricketing body of the country, the BCCI. Former Indian captain Rahul Dravid has issued an appeal, a very emotional word, saying that the image of Indian cricket has taken a hit and something needed to be done about restoring the credibility of cricket in this country. Rahul Dravid said, and I quote, that there are so many fans and so many people who deeply care about Indian cricket, and because of these fans we are who we are as cricketers, unquote. And in fact, in what can be seen as the first sign of a rift between the powerful BCCI and a representative of the players, Dravid said that a clean-up of Indian cricket was in order. The statement comes as a shock considering the friendship that Dravid enjoys with President in exile N. Srinivasan. Dravid said that there being many fans of cricket in this country, and him being one of them, he was appalled by the current situation that prevails in Indian cricket. And it's almost time now to wrap up today's edition of Newsroom at 7. But as we go, we leave you with this piece of interesting news coming from the world of entertainment. Well, all those Hrithik Roshan fans have now to watch out for this trailer of Krish 3.
Thank you, John.